Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Good Morning Sri Lanka. It is a Friday, folks, the 20th of April. Hope the week's been well, and it's a very interesting conversation. We got lots of people to talk to today. So before we get to the main store, or one of the main stores that we're discussing for today, it's been told that right now Spain's King Juan Carlos is very much in trouble. This was after the World Wildlife Fund is about to decide as to take off the title of honorary president of WWF for Spain. If you're wondering what's the reason behind this, well, he was caught, and this was after he had met an accident. He was brought to the hospital. He was caught engaging in a hunting expedition in Botswana to hunt for elephants. Not only is that bad enough, apparently the trip cost 30,000 euros, and of course we all know that in Spain they're experiencing the economic pinch, and with half of the people under 25 unemployed, so people are very much not happy about it, and that might cost him his honorary title as the country's president for WWF, and more so in this day and age, seriously, going to hunt elephants in Botswana for 30,000 euros. That's one story that everyone's talking about. And the other one is on Sunday, the 22nd of April, is Earth Day. And we are very privileged to have with us inside the studio, first, the gentleman farthest from me, Sudarshan De Silva, who is a journalist, and also, if I'm not mistaken, the man who spearheaded Earth Lanka Network. Good morning. Morning, Sudarshan. And the gentleman just right next to me is the British Council International Climate Champion and Global Change Maker, Sikander Savir. Hello to you.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, so we're talking about Earth Day. A lot of people, there was Earth Hour a couple of weeks back, if I'm mistaken. I did turn off my lights, and I can prove that by showing you pictures. No, but seriously, so what can we expect to happen on Sunday, Sudarshan?
Sunday is the UN World Earth Day, and it was formed in from 1970. This was celebrated, and this time we got the opportunity to host the national event in Sri Lanka, and for this year there will be a movie launch worldwide called One Day on Earth. It was shot on same day in every country, so we are very happy to launch this event in Sri Lanka at the Royal College Skills Auditorium.
So that's on Sunday?
Yeah, that's on Sunday.
Every year, like what you mentioned, we've always had Earth Day.
Yeah.
Is it getting better? Because I know when Earth Hour happened 2 years, 3 years back, there wasn't much of an impact. I mean, people were like, why would you need to turn off your lights for 1 hour? But this year, somehow, if you go to social networking sites, everyone has posted proudly, I am switching off my lights. So, and for you, how do you feel about being a representative of the youth?
Okay, I would like to share like this. Today, the climate change or the sustainable development has become, it's a major topic. And it is one of the hottest and one of the most important topic, where the international arena, where the international desk, local and the national desk are filled with, the policies, agendas, what we are going to do really to ensure that existence of all the species in our planet. So initially, the climate change and the environmental threats, it was quite less. But now today, day by day, the degradation, ecosystem, our excess consumption and production and everything, it has destroyed the nature. So we have to take action immediately. That's why there's a huge global movement. There's a huge global movement to talk about this, to address, to tackle, and to provide smart solution where we can ensure all the species who are coming in the upcoming generations.
So this is more like people now are more conscious about what's going on.
Exactly, yeah.
Can we say that people are more scared now what's going on? Because let's face it, they always say that weather conditions are extreme nowadays. There are also some people who say it's always been extreme. It's just that because of mass media, you have a weather channel. Everyone has satellite in orbit, and we can predict weather. So for you, Sudarshan, is it easier now to write about the environment, to tell people about the environment, and actually to have them listen?
Yeah,
I reckon 4 years ago,
Yeah.
It was a total different...
Yeah, actually, I mean, with social media and a lot of networks, I think now most of the people are discussing about the environment issues. Like even when I started this Earth Lanka network, which formed with me a group, I mean, with me and some of the journeys in the country, there we also needed to implement ideas of the youth and also to bring out issues about environment, mainly about global warming and climate change. So I think now there is a discussion going on, and it's good. I mean, a lot of people are talking about this.
Is there a particular topic that people are more open to hear about? Because we've always talked about global climate change, the greenhouse effect, the cold weather, El Nino, La Nina. Is it easier now, or is there a particular topic? If you tell people about recycling, they're like, but if you tell them of storms, and is it easier now?
I think it's easy to communicate now because a lot of, I mean, as I said, with the social media and a lot of networks, now the discussions are happening. I mean, not like those days. I mean, I didn't see when I started the network that people were discussing about those issues, and still it was on a lower scale. But now, I mean, not only in Sri Lanka, in every country, the discussions are taking place, and a lot of campaigns are going on using digital media, and also a lot of social media campaigns going on. I think now it has become mainly if we talk about green economy and green architecture. Now those kind of areas that people are more talking about now. So I think it's a good thing.
Okay, now I have a question for both of you. Because it, like what we mentioned, it's always been talked about, but most recently now a lot of high-profile artists, entertainers, politicians are into the cause of the environment. Are you happy about it, a little bit frustrated that why now?
Okay. Just adding to that, now in the earlier question you mentioned that, to address an issue, I think it's not, so particular that, putting a negative impact, for example, storm, extreme weathers, and, hunger, poverty.
But people do react more.
People do, yeah. So what we do, if we can give a positive message, so people will start to think. Otherwise, if we just give the storm and this and that and all, they'll be thinking, okay, oh my God, the fear comes. So I think rather than, the fear should come. And apart from that, action also has to come. We had to do something. It's not just talking, we have to walk the talk. So I think these, ambassadors, if we can say the climate ambassadors or environmental ambassadors who promote good practices, who promote, green things, green productions, green stuffs. So I think, yes, we have to give a message, we have to give a positive message to our society, and we should use different tools. So, as you mentioned, these ambassadors, or the ambassadors for environment, I think they are playing a huge role to give the positive message to the community, and as Sudarshan mentioned, media. Media plays an important role, to spread the message, because media everywhere is there. Anyone can approach, and you have seen in, the Middle East crisis, Syria to Lebanon.
It was the social network that kept going.
Exactly, YouTube and everything. So I think social media as well as the digital media, videos and new songs on environment, I think those things are more sensitive. Rather, just we talk, okay, guys, go and switch off your light. No one is going to listen. If we tell in an innovative way, or something, or animation, a digital video or something, with innovative way, it's really touch our heart. So definitely we are going to take action. And especially, it is really, really sensitive to youth. Because, youth, we are not like old types. No, we need new things, we need new stuff, because we are crazy on, social media, Facebook, Twitter, etc. So I think these new things, these new innovation might, or which definitely will help to take action which is more innovative, creative, and it's sustainable. And it's really effective also.
Well, now you both know the business of the environment. On a personal note, what made you take up this cause? Because why not the other causes, say child slavery, trafficking? Why environment?
I think, environment, I think we have, if we had to survive, we had to protect nature. So that's why we started actually the South Lanka network. And later on, we wanted to take this beyond other than news reporting, like giving youth a chance to write their articles, to publish their articles on the website. Other than that, after 2010, we started doing a lot of exhibitions, like empowering youth, to give them a chance to share their ideas in the society. And I think last year, one of the British Council ICC champions, Nilanka Pantiachi, came with this idea of making a video, music video,
which we will discuss
yeah,
in a little while.
later.
For you, Skander, what made you take up the cause of the environment?
Okay, it's a quite different story, and it's a little bit long story. I tried to just put it short. Actually, you know, when I was studying, I studied at Isipatana College. Then I did biology. So you know, A-level is very tough. So I was completely concentrating on my studies to somehow to be a doctor. But I'm happy today. I'm a youth environmentalist or youth climate activist. So then after that, I joined Spectrum Institute. I completed my BSc in biotechnology, biochemistry, and microbiology. I'm happy to say I'm holding a top class degree in biotechnology, but although I'm not continuing biotechnology, with that I did lots of extracurricular activities. So first thing came, the British Council came, you know, they supported me a lot. I got selected as the international climate champion. I gave a small project proposal and I did it. It was a 1-year project proposal, and then later on I became a global change maker of British Council. So with that I got lots of opportunities, you know, to go for international conferences, UN high-level meetings, grants, initiating lots of, you know, grassroots level projects. So that really inspired me. That gave me a good platform. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to continue my higher studies in biotechnology. I'll go in the environmental field. Then I got an opportunity to work at Neptune Recyclers, which is a part of Expo Lanka Holdings PLC. So I'm working with Neptune Recyclers. My professional life also go with environment, as well as my voluntary life also goes with environment. So it's easy to handle both, mix both, and do more what's inside on you, what's the passionate, what's the tools you have, use it and address it.
Yeah, I must also say something about Sikandar, because he actually emailed me that he has some articles to be published about his activities. So I think before 2 years ago he started writing for the website. So now I think he has got a good opportunity to write for the newspapers, in the leading newspapers in the country. So
okay. That's good. And also you mentioned about a certain video that was, of course, part of the United Nations Climate Conference that happened in Durban, South Africa. And before we ran out of time, it's actually on YouTube. Yes. You can watch it on YouTube. It's called Make It Green Again, which I must say it's pretty good. Lyrics by you have to help me out, Shriyani Yapa.
Yes.
Music by Kalusuri Dilupa.
Kabdamudalige.
Yes. And the main vocals is by Dmitry Gonatilaka.
Yes.
Just before we officially go, how do you feel about the video?
Well, actually, I think it's the biggest youth project ever in Sri Lanka, as I see, because 50 volunteers worked in artworks, visual effects, performing the orchestra performance. I think it's like, I mean, because we had the support of the government, the Ministry of Environment Western Province. So I think this is a state project, and it was, it's the first time that Sri Lanka has done a major event in an international arena, and in major UN conference.
I must say it's a very good video. And before we ran out of time, your message for everyone watching right now.
Okay, the message is, you know, especially for youth, you know, you do volunteerism. Because you have the potential. Because personally, I believe that youth, we are the best tool. We are the best tool to address, to provide, and to tackle these global issues and provide smart solutions which are sustainable. Because youth, you know, we have innovative ideas. So I request you all, you know, to put your ideas out, do volunteerism, but never expect anything. But definitely one day you will get all the opportunities for what you have paid, what you have done in your voluntary life.
And I think more importantly, we should all realize that we will inherit the earth, and it's not like a home that you could go and pack your bags and move to somewhere else. This is one planet, one home that we have. So everyone doing a little share will go a long way. So thank you very much, Sudarshan, for coming. And thank you, of course, Yandar, for coming today. Good morning. And we will take a very short break. When we come back, we'll talk about the latest show that's coming your way on MTV Sports.